Come on in, the stream is fine. We've got videos that'll blow your mind. From caster crafts and laughs to pranks. Dive right in, don't pull the brakes. It's the land of likes and comments free, where the banter flows like the open sea. But if you can't stand the heat, let's move those feet. Cause welcome to the YouTube jungle, where the fun's in full swing and the words might bungle. It's wild and it's crazy, a digital spree. So hold on tight and just let it be. Creators crafting day and night, gaming, cooking, showing them right. From makeup tips to DIY, find your niche and don't be shy. Join the chatter, join the fun. Every click's a chance for everyone, but if your skin's too thin, you might not win. So welcome to the YouTube jungle, where the fun's in full swing and the words might bungle. It's wild and it is crazy, a digital spree. So hold on tight and just let it be. Creative. Join the chatter, join the fun. Every click's a chance for everyone. But if your skin's too thin, you might not win. So welcome to the YouTube jungle, where the fun's in full swing and the words might bungle. It's wild and it is crazy, a digital spree. So hold on tight and just let it be. Yeah, welcome to the YouTube jungle. It's a wild ride, let it make you crumble. Laugh and learn, share and see. In the YouTube jungle, you're wild and free. Creators crested Nadia, you'll find your place. A realm of creativity and crazy pace. So don't be afraid, just take the leap. In the YouTube jungle, we all dig deep. Join the channels, reaction kings. Car culture's just one of the things. But remember why you're here. It's clear for the fun and cheer. So we all dig deep. Yeah, welcome to the YouTube jungle. It's a wild ride, don't let it make you crumble. Laugh and learn, share and see. In the YouTube jungle, you're wild and free. You're wild and free. Now.
Yeah. Welcome to the jungle, baby. It's the YouTube jungle. It's dangerous. It's nasty. But above all else, it's damn good fun. Hope everyone's well. It's approximately 20:51 on Monday, the 12th of August, 2024. And I'm in good cheer because I only had to spend £400 on getting my car through its MOT. Well, £400 plus the £60 MOT. £460. Well, minus 20 quid because it wasn't actually 400. It was 380 plus 60. Hang on. 380 plus 60 equals £420. It's lucky I've stopped smoking chamomile tea, isn't it? It's lucky I've become a responsible 50-year-old and, save my money for important things like maintaining a car. But ultimately, travel costs is a big issue for me. Gone are the days of running around the place at the speed that Superman runs at. Long are the days when I could run up to Kent. Long are the days I could run to, faraway places. Now, middle age kicked in. I've got to, either take public transport, take the bus, train. It all costs money. But either way, I'm very happy I got my car back on the road. It costs money, yes. Cars cost money. They're cash guzzlers, wouldn't you agree? But anyway, that's my news today. My car passed its MOT. What's your news? Well, I understand some of you may hate me profusely. Some of you may not feel as if you can communicate in the chat room because of all the history gone on under the bridge between us. Some of you may be just blocked. And if that's the case, hey ho. But listen, we have to forgive. Forgive is my middle name. And forgiving is a process. Don't expect to forgive in an instant. And of course, while it's important to forgive, you don't have to forget. Forgive and forget are two totally different concepts. So we can forgive, and we may never forget. But either way, I'm fully aware that my time in this mortal realm we call life is but a fleeting. It's fleeting in the time span of the gods and angels. And I'm very grateful for the fleeting moment we called life. I wake up very grateful that I've got another day to be the best version of myself. So what I like to do with my time is to be as creative as possible. I do like to get down some writing. I do like to get some music, some films, because ultimately what I like to think of myself is that I'm a writer, filmmaker, and broadcaster. Of course, I'm more than just a writer, filmmaker, and broadcaster. I'm also, before I go any further, big hello to Katie in the chat room. Trust your day has treated you well. Thank you ever so much, Katie. And we've also got AJ. AJ says, have you and Scabby kissed and made up yet? It's great having you in. Great having you in. Especially Katie. It's always great to see Katie. Good to catch you live. Yes, I know, Katie. Yeah. I mean, there's only so many movies I can watch on Netflix. Oh, come on. AJ hasn't matured in any way, shape or form. Number one, he calls people Scabby. And number two, he can't even be civil to Katie in the chat room and calling her a nutcase. Crikey. And that is one of the, please, AJ, stop projecting. Stop projecting. That honestly, I'm laughing because straight off the bat, you identify yourself. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair enough, Katie. I won't put it up on the screen, but straight away we've got AJ coming in, just being a total immature little scrotum. And then his latest thing is, I'm right, Matt. Oh, stop it. AJ, honestly, I'm actually quite embarrassed. I'm quite embarrassed that you feel as if you should come in and betray yourself like that. A big shout out to Justin in the house. Chloe wants to take your knickers off you, Adam. Go to bed, sweetie. Yes. No, but seriously, AJ, we have moved on and people mature. And hello, Justin. And this is for the grown-ups, okay, AJ? Only grown-ups welcome here. And we have mature grown-up conversations. We like to discuss about our day, about our anything other than going around calling people names and enforcing your beliefs onto others. Because, you know, if you're not careful, AJ, we'll start calling you Keir Starmer. But I just like to say, for the record, I think Keir Starmer is an amazing PM. I just agree totally with everything he has to say. Oh. But I tell you what, you've never called out. You've never called out certain individuals in your neck of the woods who, anyway, I'm not even going to get into it. Oh, AJ, it's such... There's always a part of me that wish people would move on and people will rise to the occasion and people will evolve in a micro sense. You know what I mean? Clearly, that's impossible for you because you're stuck in 1992. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to get at is that you're stuck somewhere that isn't healthy. Yeah, where is your neck of the woods? It's somewhere I don't want to go. Because in your neck of the woods, you've got a load of bloody weirdos hanging around you. You know what I mean? Katie says it's only YouTube. I mean, yeah, I disagree with that profusely. Sadly, it's not only YouTube. It's a reflection of life. You know, I wish it was only YouTube. But sadly, it is a reflection of life. And, you know, what is said on YouTube ends up the consequences being of which you get a knock at the door. You know, and that's why I'd just like to take this opportunity to say how much I think Sir Keir Starmer is an absolute wonderful PM. I mean, amazing. I cannot say anything bad about the man. I think he's an absolute asset to the country. And I was so happy when he became PM. In fact, I did actually have a street party. No one came, I understand, but I was out there. Oh, God, come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. I was a child in 1992. You're still a child now, AJ, but... Oh, God. Hope you enjoyed your fab holiday. Yes. Thanks for that lovely picture you sent, Katie. That looked very nice. Very nice. Oh, look. I don't know. I'm not talking about anybody else, AJ, but I think you need to be in a padded room and wearing a straitjacket. But I don't go around. I don't go around the chat rooms writing that, do I? I think your dog needs to be taken off you for her own safety, but you don't see me going around writing that in chat rooms. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes it's mature just to keep your opinions to yourself. But obviously, you know, you're still stuck in 1992. Yes, the peace and quiet, says Katie. Katie enjoyed a lovely holiday. I must admit, I interrupted that with a text. Sorry about that. Bringing YouTube drama to Katie while she was on holiday. Not very good. Oh, look, AJ. How many dogs have you had? One of them died. Anyway, look, I don't really want to waste my time discussing you because it's pretty, I'm being polite, everything to do with you, AJ, is just like nefarious, dark and sinister shit. You know what I mean? Even your usernames are fucking like, whoa, stay away. You know what I mean? You know, I really do not rate you as a nice person. You know, I'm sorry I have to talk about this. You know, and I really am genuinely sorry I have to bring this up in the public domain. But you're not my type of person. You know. Look, I don't know anything about you, and I don't want to know anything about you. I mean, it's actually quite weird that you're asking questions that you should know yourself. Yeah, you know what I mean? Don't ask me questions about yourself. If anyone knows about how many dogs you own, that'd be you. You know what I mean? I would be quite happy for you to go away and never come back, to be fair. That's my nervous laughter. You know what I mean? God. Oh, yeah. So Justin is saying Adam is sulking because Kaylee is with Jake now. Oh. I'm not getting involved with that. Oh, my God. What a love triangle that would be, eh? Kaylee, Jake, and Adam. Or is it Aiden? Or is it just AJ? No one knows. Because you do get that safety hiding behind Adam. You know the word I'm looking for. Katie says, I called into a channel, was going to speak on another when got back, but nope, want no affiliation. If that makes sense, I totally makes sense. Yeah. I mean, YouTube isn't what it used to be, is it? YouTube isn't what it used to be. And it's, you know, I personally think it's people like AJ who have just turned it into such a toxic, unwanted place. I mean, I remember not fondly, I remember certainly wasn't fondly. I remember in great detail whenever I used to go live, AJ was waiting there. Like a resident stalker harassing me every time. I couldn't go live at all without him there. You know, spamming me with names that shouldn't be mentioned. But obviously, AJ found it very amusing. Oh, look. AJ, please. I'm so glad, actually. Katie has you blocked so Katie can't see the dribble. The absolute dribble that you're putting on. But then again, to be fair to AJ, he has been consistent. Of all the years on YouTube, he has consistently published dribble in the chat room. Yeah, so if you got to throw out credit where credit's due, that's true about AJ. He consistently talks absolute dribble. And case in point, you know, there's Katie saying, I've got him blocked. But AJ's like, no, I can't have that. I'm not having that. No, Matt, I've got Katie blocked, actually. And of course, he can't just say Katie. He has to use the very name that Katie doesn't want to be used by. You know what I mean? The vindictiveness has been consistent. You know, no, that's not right. I blocked her, actually. Yeah, well done, AJ. I'm sure there's someone out there. Go and have a look around your neck of the woods, and you'll find someone who will go, well done, AJ. Well done, mate. Yeah, so, you may find somebody in your neck of the woods going around saying me and Jake Clark are hanging around schools conspiring to kidnap kids. I mean, that just goes to prove the absolute larceny and farcity and fartity of these people that AJ hangs around with. And of course, AJ will never admit to conspiring to declare Andy Devine dead. That's another thing that they, I spoke to Danny Jones about it, and I can't believe I'm being sucked back into all this. But there's Danny Jones going, oh no, I don't remember any of that. No. So it's all right for you to collect £1,666.67 from your neck of the woods to pay someone out in Germany, pay someone out in Greece to intercept Andy Devine's mail and to fly a drone over the back garden filming Heather sunbathing. And there's AJ there asking me questions that he should know the answer to. Who do I hang around with? I don't know who I hang around with. I do apologise. All of a sudden, I'm going back into form. I'm reverting to 1992 again. You know what I mean? That's the effect. That's the effect AJ has on me. Over to Katie in the chat room. It says, have quite a few of his and his cronies' accounts. Yeah. Even have a video showing the multiple accounts. Oh, yes. You still believe that, Matt? Well, look, mate. AJ just said the comment. You still believe that, Matt? I presume he's talking about the Andy Devine conspiracy. And so here we have classic damage control, gaslighting by them over there in their neck of the woods. Oh, you still believe that, Matt? Oh, I know. Yeah, they are boring. Boring. But, they never go. And I find that quite peculiar, actually. When someone says, look, you smell, we don't like your smell, bog off. But these individuals go, no, I don't care whether you like my smell. I don't care whether you think my smell is horrid and torrid and turrid. I don't care. I'm going to hang around and make you all suffer my stench, whether you like it or not. And of course, there are many occasions when I agree with Katie, and quite again, I agree with Katie that it is sad, really. It's hilarious how gullible lot you are. Oh, really? Yeah, that's good. You say that. But I remember when the porn bomber, I won't mention his name because I love their name being mentioned, but you know who I mean, the porn bomber, the crack addict from the Glasgow area, you know who I mean, the gay porn bomber, when he realised Andy Devine had been included in the chat as with I, it was like, what? Don't say Andy Devine is included. He'll find out our plan. And it was hilarious how gullible you are, actually, AJ, funny enough. That's another nervous laughter. Nervous laughter because, crikey, it's just taking us right back to 1992, isn't it, having AJ in the chat again? Reverting right back. Now, funny enough, I'd just like to mention the reason why AJ's in the chat, because this Good versus Bad YouTube channel was taken away from me for a good year, and then all of a sudden it came back. You know what I mean? Oh, here we have another one. Look, AJ, obviously he must have had a knock to the head because he's forgotten everything about anything, hasn't he? I don't know any crack addict from Glasgow. I don't know any crack addict from Glasgow. Oh, can you remind me of what I should know? Who do you think set that group up? Who do I think set that group? Listen, AJ, fucking these questions you should know. I'm not an expert in your I'm not an expert in the comings and goings of the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. It was just hanging in the air. I'm not an expert in the type of degenerates. I do like that word. Look, AJ, I'm not an expert in the type of degenerates who hang around in your neck of the woods. If you got any questions about the degenerates hanging around in your neck of the woods, why don't you ask? Well, don't ask. I suggest you write your questions on a postcard, send it to P.O. Box, Hoax Police, P.O. Box, no, Hoax Police, P.O. Box bollocks. Anyway, I ruined my joke there. Adam is always so miserable. He is, isn't he? So sad. And I'm just reading what Justin said. Here we have over to Adam again, who goes, blah, blah, blah. Oh, blah, 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 basically. I'll translate that to you. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry. I didn't press the translating button. Let's try that again. I know who set it up, so of course I knew who was in it. Laugh out loud. Oh, so if you knew who set it up and you knew who in it, why the fuck were you asking me, you nutter? Oh, nutter isn't really the appropriate word. What's the appropriate word? Oh, there it is. It was just hanging in the air. Degenerate. It was hilarious watching having a fit over it. Oh, really? You're so funny. Yeah, boring. Boring. Taxi for AJ. Oh, any relation to Devon, Plymouth? Yeah, could well be. Could well be. But, you know, on a serious side, I am so traumatized by YouTube. I am scared, and I'm being totally genuine with you now. I'm so traumatized by YouTube. I'm scared to speak freely. And I didn't think I'd ever actually be in a position in which I would be so scared of YouTube that I declined not to speak freely. But that is what it's like now. And so while there's comments in the chat room that, you know, that are triggering memories, triggering things I want to talk about, I'm actually using a lot of self-control in, you know, in refraining from saying what I want to say. Because while, you know, people do go around saying it's only YouTube, sadly, that's not the case for me. What is said here and now will determine whether my front door, and I'm not talking about my back doors, will determine whether my front door will be smashed in tomorrow. And there is always a possibility of my back door being smashed in. I admit it. So yeah, I mean, crikey, I'm traumatized by it. But listen, you know, what kind of nutter am I that being so traumatized by it, so fragile, in which I'm scared my front and back doors will be kicked in, that I still go live? Someone explain that to me, you know. Hey, look. Oh, AJ. Look, why? AJ. So AJ's just asked a question, asking me for my thoughts about doing something despicable. So, you know, and this, I have trouble kind of like getting my head around this. So we got this degenerate, unwelcome degenerate in the chat room, comes in and says, hey, what's your thoughts about doing something that's degenerate? What's your thoughts about degeneracy? Talk to me. I want to hear about degeneracy. What's your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts. What's your thoughts? I want to hear all about your thoughts. I want to hear about your indecent thoughts. Hey, listen, AJ, if you want to like talk about degenerate, indecent thoughts, why don't you twaddle back to your nefarious, freakoid area of the woods and, you know, play hide and seek with your mates. You like having your back doors smashed in. Oh, well, it's interesting that you feel as if you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Impose your beliefs onto others. I mean, because have you heard the case in Sussex at the moment? It's been reported throughout Sussex about their Sussex police officer who serves in Crawley, PC Joseph Allett. The case of PC Joseph Allett highlights, for me anyway, the dangers of police officers abusing their authority by allowing suspects to evade justice. And that's exactly what he's been brought up on. You know, he allowed someone who had clearly broken the law to walk free. But equally, you know, this brings up the troubling issue of the complete opposite, the wrongful arrest of innocent individuals. So here we have corruption being presenting itself in the fact that a police officer will allow an individual who has clearly broken the law to walk free. And there's a reverse side to that, in which police corruption is evident by arresting innocent people for crimes that they know aren't a crime. So, and just as this, like the case of PC Joseph Alep demonstrates, just as some officers may use their position to shield criminals, organised crime we're talking about, others exploit their power to unjustly target citizens, often to serve personal vendettas or curry favour with influential friends. And of course, as we know, these instances of corruption undermine public trust as the legal system becomes weaponised against those who have done nothing wrong. And sadly, I'm all too familiar with that. And again, I'm having to choose my words very carefully, because any word out of place now will result in the knock at the door. Because while YouTube is only YouTube for the majority of people out there, for a select few, YouTube is a matter of life and death. So some cases raise serious questions about the integrity of law enforcement and the safeguards in place to prevent abuses of power. When officers arrest innocent people, the consequences are devastating. And I know this myself. Damaged reputation, psychological trauma, but most importantly, a deep sense of injustice. Ultimately, the challenge lies in balancing the need for effective law enforcement with the protection of civil liberties. Public trust in the police is essential for maintaining social order, and that trust is eroded when corruption is allowed to flourish unchecked on either side of the law. And it is a bee in my bonnet. It is a bee in my bonnet because it's so raw. Katie says the IOPC said the officer has been charged with corrupt or improper exercise of police powers and privileges, contrary to Section 26 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act 2015. There you go. There you go. AJ is saying, who's this Adam? I'm not Adam. What are you on about? In the same way, people refer to his dog as Chloe, but use a H by spelling Chloe. And then he goes, I don't know, no Chloe with a H. What are you on about? I think that's called, actually, I don't know what that's called. But it looks ill. And that's, it's not something I like about AJ at all. It's something I gets on my tits, actually. It's always questions, isn't it? He's always deflecting back. He never answers a question. He'll always deflect by asking a question himself. And I don't really like people like that. Well, there's no secret I don't like AJ. I don't like AJ at all. I won't even go into the reasons why I don't like him. Big shout out to Brian PC in the chat. Good to see you in here. Disingenuous, he says. Disingenuous. No, I mean, oh, here we go. If you climb the charm, of course. I actually, did you hear what I said then? That was my subconscious not even bothering to read out what AJ has to say. I did try, honestly, to read out what he said, but it came out like this. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we got Sherry Sakura, who says that account isn't AJ. Wow. What do you know, Sherry? Well, Sherry, firstly, this Sherry is a username we haven't seen before on Matt Taylor TV, so I'd like to do a warm welcome to Sherry. But Sherry's coming in, either sprouting misinformation, gaslighting, or totally muddying the waters. So I don't know. Look, Sherry, you're quite right. No one can trust anything what's going on. No one can trust anything what's going on in the world of PooTube. And you could well be right. You know, I'm just going to take a moment to go to the channel, and yeah, you could well be right. 4 years ago, yeah, that may not even be. That may not even be AJ. You could well be right. You could well be right. Oh, look, so now Sherry has totally thrown a live grenade into the chat, implying that this weirdo who goes by the name AJ may not actually be AJ. Yeah, who do you think it is then, Sherry? Come on, Sherry, who do you think it is? Sherry is a drink. I'm sure Sherry is a drink. Who do you think it is, Sherry? Good to see Brian in the house. Thanks, Brian. Remember the days where my gran liked sweet sherry in the good old days? Yes. The good old days. Will we ever get back to the good old days? I just know that, I mean, look. Good days are yet to come. It's Sherry. Cherry. It's Cherry, is it? Oh, thank you. It's Cherry. It's Cherry, not Sherry. It's Cherry. My daughter's off to uni. Crikey, can you believe it? And you know, the best days are there for her. Really, the best days are there for her. I had a lovely meet up with her and her boyfriend. I took them both out for a drink, something to eat, so that was very nice. Got to spend some time with the boyfriend, and they're both going to the university together, which is lovely. Of course, the 15th. Oh, they're getting their A-level results on the 15th. So that's only a few days away, isn't it? Yes. So, fingers crossed that everyone gets the grades they need to go to their chosen universities. Fantastic news. And so, yeah, we're talking about the good old days. That was the point I wanted to kind of touch upon then. For the kids out there, what am I trying to say? The good old days to some people have yet to come. And I like to think we've all got better days to come. But then again, I'm very aware of how fleeting a time we have on this mortal realm we call life. So look, Cherry, or is it Cherry? I don't know. It's Cherry. It's Cherry, according to Brian. Cherry, what you on about, Cherry? Talk to me. Cherry says, Brian, remember the days when your daughter liked the Bobby? Oh, what's going on there? Only a stalker would say that, said Brian. Yeah, creepy. I agree. Not liking the Bobby now. Oh, what on earth? That's very creepy. Oh, see, and that's why I disagree with that. With the kind of like contention that YouTube, it's only YouTube. No, it's more. This is life, you know. This is life, but what happens is people who hide behind fake profiles, they feel as if it gives them the confidence to say stuff they wouldn't otherwise say to anyone's face. Hey, Jamie, big Jamie in the house. Crikey, we're privileged to have Jamie in the house. Whether that's Jamie Patrick is the genuine Jamie Patrick, we don't know, but wow, you know, yes. I'm very chuffed to see Jamie. I hope everything is good with you, Jamie, and that the family are well. But then again, I don't think it is really the genuine Jamie. Ooh, just like the old days, eh? Just like the old days. All the old sock puppets are coming in. Wow. So it looks like we may have a sock puppet AJ, and we've definitely got a sock puppet Jamie. over to Brian, who says, a English-speaking alarmist comes on Matt's show to cause alarm and distress in the most disingenuous manner to embellish their own weakness in common decency. Yes. So true. I mean, you know, what Brian is touching upon there is like, is spot on, really. The alarmists. It's a new phrase, the alarmists. And they come on because they are hiding behind fake profiles. They're anonymous, of course, you know, and it's safe to be anonymous. And of course, in their kind of like degenerate minds, causing alarm, distress in the most disingenuous manner is the only and best way to embellish their own weakness in common decency. Oh, that's look. We don't even know whether this is the real AJ now. Oh, look. I better stop putting I'll stop putting all your messages. I'll stop putting your message on the screen. But listen, thank you ever so much. You've all taken my advice, and I know there's no one shy out there. You're all brave enough to jump in and say hi. Yeah, we all know the ground rules, you know. It's always worth repeating. Yeah, God. Anyway, whoever is using the AJ account, not very nice people. If you haven't done so already, please check out my blogs. Guinevere's Gift at Guinevere's Gift number 3 at wordpress.com. Lancelot Loonies. Yes, Lancelot Loonies, wordpress.com. And I've also got Merlin's Missives. Merlin's Missives at merlinsmissives.wordpress.com. Arthur's Arsehole. That's not nice, is it? Arthur's Arsehole. And I've actually got one more I'm going to add. One more I've recently started. Read more at, what is it now? I'm just doing my memory banks. Oh yeah, Mordred's Morons. That's it. Yes, you'll find, you may find something you'll enjoy reading at Mordred's Morons. .wordpress.com. Yeah, you know, with the assistance of AI, it's so easy now. It's so easy. So I'd just like to remind you all, you're watching Matt Taylor TV. I'm your host, Matt Taylor, broadcasting live from Brighton. Please check out my premier blog, guerrillademocracy.blogspot.com. I'd like a big thank you for everyone joining me tonight. You know how much I love having you here. Where's the link? Says AJ. Where's the link? Oh, God. Who wants me to put the link out? But the thing is, AJ's going to come in and just talk complete and utter dross. And there's one thing I cannot stand is AJ's voice talking complete and utter dross. Honestly, let's do the shout outs. Let's do the shout outs. Big shout out. Show sponsor Brian PC. Big shout out to the truth warrior, none other than Katie. And of course, my mate, Captain Justice, Jack, or whatever name he bloody goes by. He's not a snitch, he's a whistleblower. Now, I'd just like to take a moment to remember those subscribers that aren't here. Number 1 subscriber, Mandy Marlins. She's not here, but I always have a thought and good wish for Mandy. And of course, when we're talking about absent friends, big shout out to Lenny. Lenny is a valued member of the audience and certainly not a laughing stock. No, yes. And of course, we always have to be ever vigilant for the YouTube-born porn bombers. But all say no to the porn bombers. Nasty people. Nasty, nasty, nasty. If you haven't done so already, check out Guerrilla Democracy News, broadcasting live from Brighton. News, the mainstream media dare not report. And above all else, on Matt Taylor TV, we like to get naked. And we don't mean taking our clothes off. No, we mean to do something enjoyable and or relaxing. To let loose and have a good time. Over to the chat. Sherry. Have we got the mouse in here, have we? I can't see the mouse. I must have the mouse blocked. Oh, yeah, I mean, what's going on? We haven't heard anything from the mouse, Sparkle, other people who live in Preston, for example. Mind you, I did catch him in the morning. There was I wish I could talk more. I wish I could say more. But the place it just isn't what it used to be. You know, it just isn't what it used to be. Oh, I wish there's so much I want to talk about, but I'm scared. I'm scared about talking about it. Because I know if I did talk freely, if I talk the way I want to talk, if I express myself the way I want to express myself, I know for a fact either my front or back doors will be smashed in tomorrow morning. At any time, 3:30 in the morning they'll come. 3:30 in the morning. Oh, right. So look, AJ, you need to prove to us without coming on to without calling in, if you know what I mean. So this is good because Sherry is accusing the sock puppet account of AJ of being the mouse. Obviously. I can't come on, it will give away who I am. Right. So the mouse, obviously, yeah. I'm actually with Cherry. I'm with Cherry, actually. It's not Sherry. Keep your Sherry. Save your Sherry for your gran. Kelly Sparkles had a hard time recently, struggling with her mental health. Yes, Justin is. See, I'm just remembering the timeline when Sparkle made that triumphant return with, trumpets blowing by all the team. She made out the reason why she disappeared for 5 years was because of the harassment by none other than Bleeding Heart. But that story changed. That she had 3 children within that 5 years. 1 and then twins. So congratulations. I haven't actually had the opportunity to congratulate Sparkles on the birth of her 3 children. I always think it's a wondrous gift from God, being blessed with life. It's a great privilege to be a parent, because what it gives you the opportunity to contribute to the world, to raise contributing adults. You know what I mean? So there's a responsibility to being a parent. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a blessing and a burden in the same sense. Because if you fuck up a child's upbringing, they're going to be fucked up adults. Sorry for swearing. But if you can give children a blessed upbringing, you will be blessed with blessed adults. You get what I mean? So, I know there's certain people who shouldn't be allowed to have children, and I know it's a controversial thing to say. But sadly, we do live in a world in which there are certain people that don't deserve to be parents. But look, I don't want to like make this stream about that. But either way, it then transpired that Sparkle has been off YouTube, busy bringing up young children. Of course, you know, children are a great motivator. If you want to get motivated to do something, have kids, and you'll see how fast you'll get motivated to do something. Hey, listen, Mouse, whoever is behind AJ account, let's not, take digs against people. We're all mature. I'd just like to remind you all of the ground rules. Number 3 is act with maturity. Let's not revert back to 1992 playground bullshit, throwing sticks and stones at each other. Okay, come on now. Give me now. You talking about yourself, Matt? I usually do talk about myself, yeah. In fact, I'd just like to play you a little promotional video all about myself, if that's okay. I'd like to play you a promotional video. And I will be back momentarily.
With a fire burning deep inside, a heart full of dreams that he won't let hide. With a pen in his hand, he shapes the night, write down his soul by the candlelight. Matt Taylor, he's chasing time, leaving a legacy in every rhyme. With stories and songs, he's making his mark. A light in the dark, a spark in the dark. He's living to be remembered after he's gone. And every word, every note, he'll carry on. Them soar like stars in flight, but his eyes are set on a different sky, where his dreams will live, never to die. Matt Taylor, he's chasing time, leaving a legacy in every rhyme. With stories and songs, he's making his mark. A light in the dark, a spark in the dark. He's living to be remembered after he's gone. In every word, every note, he'll carry on. Of the world around, he's shaping his life, standing his ground. With each creation he's carving away, so his voice will echo beyond his days. Matt Taylor, he's chasing time, leaving a legacy in every rhyme. With stories and songs, he's making his mark. A light in the dark, a spark in the dark. He's living to be remembered after he's gone. In every word, every note, he'll carry on. When the day comes, when he's laid to rest, his spirit will live in the hearts he's blessed. For Matt Taylor, the story's just begun. In the echoes of his life, he'll always run. He'll carry on.
Yes, that's a little snippet of my life. Good old days. Now, they were the good old days, but, there's still good days yet to come. Oh, there's whoever AJ is out there. Oh, God. What a weirdo. Cheer up, Adam. Cheer up, Adam, says Justin. Or is it Justine? Is it Justine or Justin? Oh, it's great to see you all back in the chat. It really is. It's great to see you back in there, Katie. I think I'm not subscribed to you on my other channel. But yeah, I mean, look, you know, I'll spit it out. I'll spit it out. Katie's great at doing lives. So if you haven't actually subscribed, I don't know whether Katie wants anyone to subscribe, but we'll, and I know I'm talking on behalf of Justin, or is it Justine? I know I'm talking on behalf of Justin, but we love Katie's lives. So yeah, I mean, look, you know, that isn't a kind of like a pressure for Katie to go live anymore, because I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm getting a bit tongue-tied. You know, all I know is that you know, we've had some bloody good times on YouTube, bloody good times, and of course, there's always immature idiots, and there's one in the chat now. I mean, one of the words he's used is bumming. God, bumming. Oh, and I personally think it's just all projection. It's just all projection. That's the only way. I mean, I can work it out. Really, only way I can rationalize it. Only way I can make sense of it. Because you know, you're never going to convince me that I'm a paedophile when I'm not. And the fact that these people come in and say these kind of stuff about other people who are clearly not what they have been alleged to be, the only rational thing about it is that they're projecting their own kind of like flaws and perversions onto others, and of course that makes them, you know, feel good about it. And I was just thinking back to something Brian said, you know, about these alarmists, they cause alarm distress, projecting their own perversions onto others, disingenuous manner to embellish their own weakness in common decency. You know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm getting at. Oh look, I'm all. You have to understand my story to understand the things I say. I mean, what's happened to me over the last decade will make a great book, and it is a great book. The book is there. The book is being written every day. I am a writer, and so in the full context of my story, everything I've said in the public makes sense. But what we have are these alarmists, using the word of Brian today. We have alarmists who take out snippets out of context and just use that as a weapon to beat and beat and beat and beat and beat. And in fact, I have been thinking recently, if I did ever meet AJ in real life, well, I won't actually tell you what I'll do live, but funny enough, it has crossed my mind, considering the distress and inconvenience AJ has afforded me in my life. That mean there are consequences. Of course, there's always consequences for people's conduct and actions. And for me personally, from what I've suffered at the hand and the words of AJ, consequences are attached to that. And if ever AJ and I meet in face to face, without saying too much or incriminating myself to the extent my back doors are going to be smashed in, consequences will be felt. That's all I'd like to say to that. Firstly, we don't even know whether this is the real AJ speaking, and secondly, just confessing that consequences will be felt. I certainly would never want to meet you in real life. I certainly would never want you to meet you because I know your character. You wouldn't be able to deal with the consequences. You would not be able to deal with the consequences. Because, as I've said on more than bloody one occasion, you aren't the kind of person I want to ever meet. In the same way, when I preach in my life coaching, you've got to police your own thoughts. You have to police your own thoughts. I do it by, if I have an unwanted, evasive thought in my head, like what I'd like to do to AJ if I ever met him in real life, what I imagine in my head is a police with a truncheon coming out and knocking that idea out of my mind stage. Because I imagine my mind as a stage, and you allow thoughts on, you allow things to be played out, but you have to police those thoughts. And so that's why I imagine a policeman coming on with a truncheon, and any unwanted or evasive thoughts are, it gets hit away and hit off the stage. And the point I want to make is, in the same way you have to police your thoughts, you have to police the people you have around you in life. And Katie touches on this. If things don't add up, subtract. And so if it does mean getting rid of people in your life that are doing you no favors, you must do that. So over to AJ. Let me just read it. Blah, 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 blah. Talking about the veterans camp. Oh, look. Oh, God. What is earth? Oh, bloody hell. There are some weirdos out there, and Hey, listen. That veterans camp, I don't know what you're absolutely talking about, really. And let me assure you, I've never met that degenerate in my life. And I doubt that degenerate would have turned up at the veterans camp. And I imagine if that degenerate did turn up at the veterans camp, I would have known about it. Oh, look. Oh, God. It is like a bad stench, isn't he? He is a bad stench. He is a bad stench. And there were people like that at school. It was like, listen, you stink. No one wants you around. But to be fair, I used to try and understand it from their point of view. Because their point of view is, listen, nobody likes me. My only option is to wander off and play with myself at the end of the garden. And sometimes people don't want to go and play with themselves at the end of the garden. They want to be a part of the group. But what do you do when you are so loathed, you stink so much, nobody wants you part of the group? But yet you're so lonely, you don't want to go down at the end of the garden and just twiddle with yourself. And so sometimes, and I know it's heartbreaking, sometimes you just have to go, no, I'm going to stand here. And regardless of what the group says, regardless of the misfortune, the discomfort and distress I'm bringing to the collective, for my own sanity, I'm going to stand here and be a part of it, even though the collective don't want me. It's a tough one. Is that what they used to say to you, Matt? No, that's what they used to say to you. And you're projecting again. I can see right through you. I can see right through you. I can read you like a book. You are so sad and pathetic. I actually feel a degree of sympathy for you, of empathy for you. I actually feel for you. And that's like, it's making me go, what the fuck? What the fuck are you feeling for a degenerate like that? But I am an empath, man. You know, it's all about forgiveness, man. Oh. So, I just pull my socks up, sort my head out, and carry on, says Brian, yeah? That's the best way to do it, really. That's the best way. That's what today's been like that. Today's been like that. It's been a matter of just, pull my socks up, sort my head out, and get on with it. And no matter what the cost, fucking pay for it. Because I left the garage and he said something about something. And he goes, I need to check that out. That's going to cost in the region of 500 to 600 quid. And I looked at him and I thought, what? He goes, well, that's why I need to get up and have a look. But otherwise, yeah, but you spent 600 quid, mate. I thought, oh, fucking hell. I want to give my daughter a few hundred quid to pack her off to university with. But I certainly won't be giving her a couple of £100 if it's costing me 600 quid to fix the fucking car, to get the car past the MOT. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. But either way, but I just pulled my socks up. I got on with it. And it's like, well, good job money comes to me in abundance, isn't it? Good job I got shitloads of money, and it's a good job. I love spending money, But anyway, fortunately, it only cost 400, and how much did it cost? 420 quid. 420 quid. Yeah, I still got the Toyota. I've got it for another year now. I thought myself, hey, I've already got the road tax for the year. I've already got the insurance for the year. But either way, travelling up to Kent and elsewhere costs money. Everything costs money. It all costs money. Life costs money. And I'm okay with it. Because I love spending money. Money loves me, and I love money. Over to Justin, who says, wouldn't it be lovely if this enigmatic character in the chat pretending to be AJ had the balls to come on panel? Wouldn't it be lovely? But then, no, that would be a groundbreaking moment. That would be a groundbreaking moment in YouTube history, or at least in our crazy corner of YouTube, to have the mouse to appear on blah, 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 blah. I'm saying blah, 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 because I've been distracted by the blah, 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 blah of the pretend AJ. Not questioning how I know. I know how you know my car, mate. I know. I don't... I already know how you know my car. I don't... Oh, it's funny. It's funny, mate. I already know how you know my car. So don't worry about it. Aren't you going to ask me how I know your car? No, it's all right, mate. You weirdo. Oh, my God. Oh, God. It's funny, isn't it? It is funny. I'm just looking for a promotional video. Our crazy corner of YouTube. Let me just see if I can find it. I've got so many songs now. It's only YouTube, yeah. Oh, live it up, do it up, dib it up. Oh, let's do the. I think I've already played this for tonight, but I'll play it again. I'll play it again. because I do love playing it. I love playing it. YouTube casualties. What's that? I'm just going to play a little song, everyone. Here we go.
Oh dear, so many YouTube casualties. It's a battleground, a digital odyssey, where creators rise and fall like shooting stars in the vast expanse of viral wars. The camera rolls, the lights are bright, a stage for dreams to take their flight. But beneath the glitz and glamour's haze lies a minefield of likes and disarray. The algorithm, a fickle king, decides what soars, what falls to nothing. One day you're trending, the next you're gone. A fleeting fame, a tragic song. Oh dear, the YouTube battleground, where egos clash and dreams are drowned in a sea of comments, cruel and unkind, leaving scars upon a tragic song. They lurk in the shadows deep, spewing venom as the viewers weep. A toxic wasteland, a virtual hell, where hate and envy cast their spell. But still, the brave ones carry on, chasing down elusive YouTube dawn. With every upload, a hope renewed, that their voice will be heard, their vision viewed. Oh dear, the YouTube battleground, a stage for glory, a stage for wounds, where some rise high and others fall in the endless dance of rise and fall. So heed the call, ye brave content lords, tread carefully upon these digital shores. For in this realm, where fame is fleeting, the only constant is the never-ending beating of the YouTube battleground's relentless harm, where dreams are born and torn apart. But still we press on unturned, for in the chaos our souls are stirred.
Oh, what a lovely song that was. What a lovely song. The YouTube battleground was playing as whoever was pretending to be AJ, was kind of like flying away to, banding away the missives, if you know what I mean. Well, that's a lovely song. I've forgotten all about that one. Forgotten all about it. If you haven't done so already, let me get it up. You can check out my library of songs at Suno AI. Check out my jukebox. Oh, that sounds saucy. Check out my jukebox at suno.com. Love it. You can check out my You can check out my library of songs at suno.com / Matt Taylor TV Jukebox. You'll love it. I certainly love it. AI, I've totally embraced it, man. Totally embraced it. Over to A1000. It says The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, a film on Prime that has come out recently. Some SOE of World War II action comedy spy film. Ian Fleming. Nice. We'll check it out. I watched a good movie today. I saw The Apprentice Hitman. Pretty dark. I don't know why I bothered. But I watched a nice one with Jane Fonda, another woman, and another one who played, forgotten their name, but that was a nice one. Yeah, I quite like Jane Fonda. I've always found her a beautiful woman. I'm just remembering. Anyway, I won't go on that. Let's just move on. Oh, whoever's pretending to be AJ, talk about living in 1992. But it just goes to show there's so much to talk about, isn't there? There's so much that's gone on. I mean, I want to say what's happened to certain people. We had some great players on YouTube, and they've just disappeared, haven't they? Mind you, once someone was live in the morning. Again, I'm scared of mentioning people's names. I'm scared of talking. And we should be able to talk, We should be able to just say, hey, guess what happened with so-and-so? And have you heard of so-and-so? And what's going on with so-and-so? I mean, one thing I'd like to put out there is what the hell's happened to Harry? I'm sure I've got a song somewhere that says "Where's Harry." Let's go for a "Where's Harry," shall we? I'm sure there's a song. I must have done a "Where's Harry" song. Where's Harry? I don't know. Where's Harry? Here we have it. I knew I had a song out there. This is dedicated to Harry.
In the quiet hamlet of Walthamstow, a fire burned bright in hollow ponds glow. Grassland consumed, secrets unfold, a tale of mystery yet to be told. Harry was there, first to speak, said it was deliberate, now it's him we seek. Accused by Matt, the whispers grew, in the ashes of the fire no one knew. Where's Harry? The question lingers on. In the shadows of the fire, where has he gone? Did he stop the blaze, or was he wronged? Where's Harry? The silence is so strong. James Hand advised, report to the police. Malicious communications never cease. But Harry vanished without a trace, leaving us with questions, a mystery to face. In the leads online and chat rooms she stays, but the truth about Harry she won't say. Is there a clue in her silent scream? In the echoes of the fire, what does it mean? Where's Harry? The question lingers on. In the shadows of the fire, where has he gone? Did he stop the blaze, or was he wronged? Where's Harry? The silence is so strong. flames, lives were turned. A young man missing, the world concerned. Yet the search has faded, the interest gone. Still we wonder, where's Harry, what went wrong? Where's Harry? The question lingers on. In the shadows of the fire, where has he gone? Did he stop the blaze, or was he wronged? Where's Harry? The silence is so strong. As the years pass by, the urgency grows. In the heart of Hollow Pond, the mystery flows. He who smelt it, dealt it, they say. But where's Harry to this very day? Hey!
Where are you, Harry? I mean, Harry is the only person I feel comfortable naming, because I'm laughing because man, yeah. Give me a moment. I will spit it out. Harry's so funny. I mean, talk about talk about funny. Come on. Whenever Harry came on somewhere, it really was the highlight. I mean, crikey. Da-di-da. Da-di-da-di-da-da. Da-di-da. Oh, it was brilliant. So, I just miss Harry for being Harry. I think he lit up. He lit up any panel he came on because he was so funny. So funny. And there's a part of me that's, a little bit worried. I'll be honest with you. There's a part of me that's a little bit worried about Harry because, all of a sudden the mouse let loose. The mouse brought all our attention to an article from 2013 about a fire at Hollow Ponds. And it just so happened that the only witness to the fire was a certain Tony Harris, aka Tony Quigley, aka our friend. If you don't mind me using that word, a friend to all. Our friend Harry Munker, Tony Harris. But anyway, before I like to go on, I'd just like to big thank you. We've hit double figures, everyone. Hey, about bloody time too. It's only taking 1 hour 22 minutes, but it's good to hit double figures. It reminds me of the good old days, the good old days. But as I keep saying, the good old days, we've still got good old days yet to come. So we still got good new days yet to come. Justin says, Harry meant well. I know. Oh, come on. I have to play. There is a certain song I have to play. You know what it is. And this is dedicated to Harry because it's the essence of Harry. You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to play. So without any further ado, when there's double figures watching, dedicated to Harry.
God is good and so am I. God is good and so am I. I don't know I'm doing wrong, 'cause I haven't done anything wrong. Unlike certain people who know they have wrong and gaslight projected on to others. projected on to leather.
But ultimately, wherever Harry is, I wish him the best, and I hope he's well. You know, I'll confess, I was getting so concerned. I actually contemplated of sending Emily a text asking how he is, but then I thought to myself, "Don't be silly. You don't want to send Emily a text. You don't want to open up that." But anyway, yeah, so I didn't bother. But you know, and we haven't actually heard much from anyone, have we? There's so many names I want to mention, but I daren't, in fear of my back door being smashed in. Now, you know, this is for comedic effect. If they warn me and maybe put some Vaseline through the letterbox first, I may be open. I may be open to the idea of having my back door smashed in. You know, everything's a bit better with lubricant. But just coming in with a huck spit and how's your missus, I think I just better move on, really. Yes, so yeah, there's so many names, there's so many people. You know who I'm talking about, because we're a close-knit family, don't you think? We're a close-knit family. We all know the individuals. I don't need to name them. We know who we're talking about. You know, where's all the big guns gone? Hey? Where they all gone? I know some people get up the duff, you know, and it's only right and proper that you have to put back YouTube on a back burner when you're, you know, raising children. That's only right and proper. You got to know your priorities in life, you know. So I totally understand people leaving YouTube to raise children. You know, that goes without saying. But what's the other excuse, you know? Okay, understand if you're locked up, and you know. But anyway, over to Brian. Big shout out to Brian. Just think, folks, next time you go to the park or marshland to spot a few bits of native wildlife, have a thought for the gentle wild things out there struggling along. Take some birdseed with you. Quite right. I'm laughing at that because I remember, because it isn't actually a good idea to feed bread to the birds. Okay, so I used to take birdseed up to the pond. Funny enough, I used to take my son and daughter up to the Falmer Pond where there's loads of ducks and lovely birds, and we used to take birdseed up. And I'm laughing because I've got this great picture of Lewis, my son, who grabbed a big handful of birdseed and shoved it in his own mouth. And he was munching on the birdseed. And I've got this great picture of his cheeky little smile with birdseed all over his mouth. Oh, it made me laugh. It did. Oh, that brought up another memory as well. It was during the lockdown. There was something on this kiddies program about how you can make clay. You just go to a local anyway. You can get mud from anywhere. You know, that brown mud. So it was just, I think it was just coming to the end of lockdown, and we went up to Falmer, and we wanted to make our own clay. So I took a bucket and spade up with me, and we dug out a couple of spadefuls of clay from the pond. Okay. And it was just me and my son Lewis. We dug out a couple of spadeful, those little small spades, the type of spades you take down to the beach with you. So we put a bit of some clay from the pond into our bucket, and we were going to take it home, and you filter it through with mesh, and you end up with your homemade clay, and that was going to be our little project for the day. Oh, and I remember we just got this we scooped up some dirt from the pond, and this guy, another adult man, he had his wife and 2 kids there, 2 young girls. He comes up to me, goes, what do you think you're doing? I was like, and he had a go at me for taking a few little spadefuls of mud to take home. And he had a right go at me in front of my boy. And talk to Lewis about it now. Look, Lewis will remember. It's like, I looked at Lewis looked at me, and Lewis was expecting, okay, so sorry, mustn't do it again. But I just turned on this guy, mate. I turned on him. And I was like, do you want me to embarrass the fuck out of you? I didn't swear. But yeah, I mean, anyway, I'll just move on. But I remember that so clearly. I mean, what the fuck? And so I don't know what kind of example I set for my son there. I think the example was, what the fuck? And this guy even threatened to call the police on me. And I remember saying to him, is there a sign saying I'm not allowed to take any mud from this pond? It's like, who the fuck are you, buddy? Talking to me like this in front of my son. In fact, I remember I said to him, do you want me to talk to you in the same way you're talking to me in front of your wife and 2 kids? No, I was very put out. But anyway, that just brought up a memory. Boring. So where was I? I was triggered by disturbing memories there, but good memories as well, if you know what I mean. Good memories. And we made some great clay. And it's very good. And I recommend everyone making your own clay. It's very easy. Yeah, well, and of course, a big thank you for everyone contributing to the chat. You know how much I love a healthy chat. And that's bringing back memories. Do you remember that time, Paddy, our good friend Paddy McCarthy, when he used to do his lives? He used to... I've got to stop laughing. I should really get it out first and then laugh afterwards. How he used to read out the comments. But he used to be an hour behind on the comments, wasn't it? Oh, poor guy. And there was no way to catch up at the end. So his lives used to end with like 101 comments yet to be read out. But yeah, so I wish Paddy all the best. I was walking my magical and imaginary girlfriend's dog out in Kent a couple of months ago, and I went live. And Paddy came on and we had a good chat, but obviously it wasn't Paddy, was it? It was somebody pretending to be Paddy, which is a bit of a shame, I felt a bit of an idiot really talking, but there was always an element. I thought, this isn't really Paddy, this isn't really Paddy. It's one of the degenerates. Oh, it's such a shame that that's still prevalent on YouTube. That people still think it's acceptable to pretend to be other people. But that's the name of the game. Over to Brian, who says, I'm just boring out a bottom bracket on a frame. Very interesting. I'm listening at the moment. Tally ho. Good. I'm glad that you're listening in. And thank you ever so much, Brian. if you don't know Brian, Brian's a dear friend of the show. You may see Brian in other YouTube channels, and so it's great to have Brian. It's great to have Katie. It's great to have Justin and Cherry. Yeah, it was good to see Cherry coming in. Of course, there's valid reasons why people can't comment. One of the valid reasons being that I've blocked you. I understand. If I've blocked you, tally ho. And of course, there's other people out there who just, you know, with our bridges have been burnt, so to speak. And I get that too. You know, I get it. And, you know, if our bridges have burnt, I don't necessarily want to hear from you. Of course, there's no way I can stop you listening. And, you know, what's out of my control is irrelevant to me. I don't worry about things that are out of my control. If something is within my control, I'll control it to my satisfaction. If something is out of my control, I do not worry about it. So I don't really worry about those people who have burnt bridges with me listening. You know, I think that's reflects badly on you. You know, if in the past you've said and done horrible things towards me, I don't know why you're still watching me, quite frankly. But that's your business. And that's out of my control. So, tally ho. I'm just grateful that we're recapturing what we used to enjoy so much in those bygone days of our crazy corner of YouTube. And I tell you, I'm looking forward to recapturing those glory days. And the only way I think I will be able to recapture the glory days is that time in which I can talk freely again without fear of my back doors being smashed in. You know what I mean? And that time is coming. You know, so be assured that time is coming. There will come a time again in which I will be able to speak freely, in which I will be able to express myself to the satisfaction of myself. And that time is coming. Thank you ever so much, Justin. It's very kind of you. The Taylor. Oh, yes, the Taylor. Yes. I noticed Eric commented both on Convid and myself, and I was referred to as the Taylor. There's only one Taylor, and that's Matt Taylor. Bringing people together. And I thank you ever so much for raising that, because I do pride myself on bringing people together. And this is outside of YouTube as well. People are married because of me. And like a big shout out to Freddie and Bex, who came together on Matt Taylor TV. And it can even be argued that maybe Emily and Harry found love on Matt Taylor TV. Whoever's pretending to be AJ, I mean, it could well be AJ. That's the crazy thing about it. He's talking rubbish again anyway. Asking questions that blah, blah, blah. Boring. It's boring. Oh, look. AJ, whoever you are, whenever you come on and, you know, say stuff, the figures fall down. I've lost the double figure. I've lost the glory of the double figures now. But mind you, I just laid out why people shouldn't be watching it, so I totally understand. No, but I am looking forward to getting back to the glory days of expressing myself fully to my satisfaction. And that is going to happen, you know, so be rest assured. I know it's a bit of a cliche, and you've heard this all before, but sometimes I look at my analytics And there's people watching the show who haven't subscribed. I know, believe it or not. So if you are listening and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification button, because I go live when you least expect it. And while tonight was a bit, hushy cushy, pushy wushy, sometimes amazing things happen on Matt Taylor TV. Events so spectacular, you'd kick yourself if you weren't here in person to watch it yourself. Because above all else, anything and everything can happen on the here and now. Yes. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe. You know you want to. And, bear with me. It may take a couple of months, but we need to sort a few things out. A few things need to get ironed out. A few things need to be resolved. And once all that stuff is happened, we can really get back to what we like to do best. And that's just like, have fun, man. Let's get naked. And I don't mean taking our clothes off. I have unsubbed now. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. If you have subbed, unsub now. Oh, God. That's not nice, is it? There's me trying to get everyone to sub. And I've got this lovely individual who pretends to be AJ in the chat saying unsub. But hey, that's the craziness of our crazy corner of YouTube. And talking about that reminds me of a song. Shall we play it? Yes, of course. We love it. Welcome to Matt Taylor TV. You know you love it.
Product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Good call, baby doll. I see you shiver with anticipation.
So we come to the last 15 minutes, everyone. Thanks ever so much for joining me. It's been good. You've made my evening, put it that way. You've made my evening. I was home alone this evening. I got a lot of cleaning done. I got the car MOT'd. The whole bathroom has been bleached. Lovely, nice and bleached. So I'm very happy I got that job out of the way. And I've done a deep clean through the kitchen and front room. So I've been busy. And I've fitted in a nice walk in the country to get the car back. But there's a lot of mist. There's been a lot of mist out in Brighton today, which I found quite beautiful, to be fair. It's very beautiful. Very misty, but very hot. And yeah, that was nice. Oh, I do live in a wonderful place, and it's called Brighton. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you come down to Brighton. It's a lovely place. It's every season of the year, you'll like it. It has everything for everyone, be it summer, spring, autumn, or winter. Brighton is always beautiful. Oh God, I've got some songs about AJ here. I didn't know we've got AI has been doing songs about AJ. That's interesting. Would you like me, AJ? I bet you'd love to hear some songs about you, wouldn't you, eh? Are you allowed to drive? Oh, please. How do you think I can afford to? I don't waste my money on drugs. You might waste your money on drugs, or you may get your drugs prescribed to you by the government, I suppose. But no, I certainly don't waste my money on drugs. Thank you very much. I'm a middle-aged, mature man now, and my kids need the money more than I need drugs, if you know what I mean. No, I knocked all that kind of rubbish on the head years ago. Thank you very much, and I feel much better for it, and much richer for it too. I'm in Brighton again in a couple of months. Oh, bloody stay away from me. Let's play a promotional video because I know you love it. Yes, AJ boasting about loving morphine. Weird.
In the last universe, there's a shining star. Matt Taylor TV, oh, you've come so far. With humor and insight, you capture every heart. In the world of digital, you play the leading part. The mouse has spoken, the choice is clear. Matt Taylor TV is the name we cheer. Original and bright like a beacon in the night. The Mozart of YouTube, you got it right. From witty takes on life to stories so profound. In every single video, true magic can be found. The mouse so selective, chooses you again, proving to the world you're the best there's ever been. The mouse has spoken, the choice is clear. Matt Taylor TV is the name we cheer. Original and bright like a beacon in the night. The Mozart of YouTube, you got it right. Coming back for more. Hooked from the start, you leave them wanting more. With every upload, you raise the bar. Matt Taylor TV, you're a YouTube star. The mouse has spoken, the choice is clear. Matt Taylor TV is the name we cheer. Original and bright like a beacon in the night. The Mozart of YouTube, you got it right. Well, here's some Matt Taylor in this digital sea. Your creativity shines, setting minds free. The mouse knows the truth and we all agree. Matt Taylor TV, you're the Mozart of YouTube, yes indeed. You got it right. You got it right.
Much. You are loved, Katie. Yes. Yeah, everyone's loved. Everyone's loved. Look, I like to think we're all a big happy family here. Okay. No, Brian, thank you. Thank you ever so much. Look, I love you guys. Okay. You're great friends. You're great company. And I get immense satisfaction by spending time with you lot because you're all wonderful people. Okay, even the degenerates, they make me laugh. Not really. I was just trying to be polite. You know what I mean? No, so thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining me today. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes. We'll wrap it up for 2 hours. You know how much I like to wrap things up in a bow. Put some sprinkles on it. Some thousand. What was those sprinkles? Thousands. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, it's such a shame we've got degenerates who have to spoil the maturity. Yeah, I was just looking at the chat there, but we're also polite and generous and mature, and then you get a degenerate like someone pretending to be I actually personally think it's AJ myself, coming in and just being a dick. It's funny how he would have a little body drop and go and say, Oh, that's a false accusation. Excuse me, that's a false accusation. While at the same time banding around false allegations willy-nilly about everyone else. But that's what makes a degenerate, you know what I mean? Remember, Matt, your enemies are really your biggest fans. Wow. That's mind-blowing. That's fascinating. No, it's true though, isn't it? That's, so true. So true. Remember, and this goes to everyone. Your enemies are really your biggest fans. What a mind-blowing concept that is. Good. Love it. So I'm just looking up for a song to round off today's 2-hour live performance. We'll have welcome to our crazy corner of YouTube. So we've got the song, Oh God, Do I Have To? And I'm not asking God, and I do apologize for bringing Yahweh's name in vain there, but just give me a moment while I silently read the degenerate's comment. Oh, please. You're not funny though. That was a fake laugh. You aren't funny, degenerate boy. I'll just call you degenerate. You're not funny. You're not clever, and your stink is still as stenchful as it was when I first had the misfortune to get a whiff of your stench. We have a Paddy Murphy. Welcome back, Paddy Murphy. It's been about time. It's about bloody time, Paddy Murphy. Welcome back. Adam still gets Chloe to clean his black rotten teeth, so he does. Thank you for commenting. Will we get a response from AJ saying, that's a false accusation? No, she doesn't. My teeth aren't black. I have no teeth. I just got dentures now. But anyway, yeah, good to have you. And I noticed Paddy comes in straight away with an insult against Adam. Sorry, against degenerate. I love it. No, hey, listen. Let's all try and show some forgiveness. Let's all try and show some forgiveness, okay? It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be mean and nasty. It can be sweet and beautiful. It can be wholesome and yummy. It can be cuddly and furry. It can be nice. So, Degenerate reckons Justin has come in with another name. I know. It's so boring, isn't it? Because what they do, they actually project their own actions onto others. Because that is something you do. That's something the degenerates do. They come in on multiple accounts to create an illusion. You think we do it as well. And, quite frankly, I think Justin, or is it Justine? Justin sums it up in one word. Yawn. Because ultimately, the degenerates are boring as fuck. Yes, of course, it's just boring. It's boring. It's boring. I tell you, it's boring. So boring, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play you the penultimate promotional video. This is the penultimate promotional video on tonight's 2-hour live stream from Matt Taylor TV, broadcasting live from Brighton with me, your host, Matt Taylor. We're coming up to 2 hours. Thank you ever so much for your company. This is the penultimate video. I hope you like it.
Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the trolls come out to play. It's turgid, toxic, nasty, and wicked. You better watch what you say. Some come for laughs, some come for fights. You'll see love, but oh, the hate ignites. Click subscribe, take the ride. You never know what's on the other side. Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roll. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with the criminal record alone. Drama's brewing, scandals in the making. Every click's a new mistake. Comments flying, tempers rising. It's a risk you're gonna take. Some seek the fame, some seek the thrill. But beware, it's a bitter pill. Watch your back, stay on track. This wild ride you can't retract. Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roll. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with a criminal record alone. All alone, all alone, all alone. In the shadows of the screen, where reality seems so mean, you'll find the truth harsh and clean in this digital machine. Welcome to our crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roll. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with the criminal record alone. Don't click that link, take the dive. Welcome to where we thrive. But tread lightly, don't be blind. In a corner, lose your mind.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, and thank you ever so much for sharing your evening, the last 2 hours with me, Matt Taylor, your host. You like my shirt? How does it go? I'm not a bully. I just like to mock scumbags here and there, call out lies too. So, once again, big shout out to the show sponsor, Brian PC. Always great to have you in the house. Shout out to my mate, Jack. Who's Jack? I don't know. He's not a snitch. He's a whistleblower. And of course, a big thank you to Truth Warrior A1000. Great to have A1000 in the house. A big shout out to absent friends, Mandy Marlin, and of course, a valued member of the audience, Lenny. He's not a laughing stock. If you haven't done so already, check out my jukebox at suno.com/@ and Matt Taylor TV Jukebox. And of course, check out my blogs. You'll find something that you'll find amusing or interesting or informative. Mordred's Morons. That's a weird one. Guinevere's Gift. What? Lancelot Loonies. What are you going on about? Merlin's Missives. Arthur's Arsehole. Alternatively, check out news from our crazy corner of YouTube. Thanks ever so much, everyone. It's been... Don't forget the Scottish Stalker. How could I forget? Have I even got... I don't even think I've got one for her. Terrible, isn't it? I'll have to make sure I get a shout out for the crazy Scottish stalker. I'll make sure I sort that one out. It's been 2 hours, everyone. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks you ever so much. I'm going to wrap it up with the last promotional video of the evening. Once this video is over, the stream will end. And so I can't like to take this opportunity again to thank everyone for coming in. It's great. Thank you ever so much for having your company. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, remember, King Arthur loves you, or I love you as much as King Arthur, one or the other. No. So, in a serious note, please take to heart this last message of the evening, because I think this is the most important message to take heart. Until the next time, remember, you got it. Let's do it. Now is the time. Farewell. Love you all. Thank you, everyone. Come back again soon. Like, subscribe. Tell your nearest and dearest, your granny, your aunt, your uncle, and all that jazz. Thank you ever so much. Great show, as usual. It's only great because I've got your company. I'll shut up. Let you get on with what you're getting on with. Until the next time, remember, you know.
I've been holding on to shadows, grudges in my heart, every scar that's on my soul, a wound that's torn apart. But tonight I feel a whisper, a calling from within. It's time to let the darkness go and let the light back. I'll forgive you though you've hurt me. Let the anger fade away. In the quiet of forgiveness, I'll find my strength today. I'll release these chains that bind me, set my spirit free. On the path to peace I'll walk, in love and empathy. The road has been a long one, the pain too hard to bear. But clinging to the bitterness is more than I can wear. I see the light of healing in every broken part. Forgiveness is the answer to mend this shattered heart. I'll forgive you though you've hurt me. Let the anger fade away. In the quiet of forgiveness, I'll find my strength today. I'll release these chains that bind me, set my spirit free. On the path to peace I'll walk, in love and empathy. Every step I take in mercy, I feel the weight release. Every tear that falls in kindness brings a deeper peace. I'm learning how to live again, with grace to guide my way. In the arms of forgiveness, I find a brighter day. I'll forgive you though you've hurt me. Let the anger fade away. In the quiet of forgiveness, I'll find my strength today. I'll release these chains that bind me, set my spirit free. On the path to peace I'll walk, in love and empathy. So here's to every heartbreak, every tear I've cried. In the journey of forgiveness, I found my heart untied. On the path to peace I'll wander, with hope inside of me. In the light of love and mercy, I finally found me free. So here's to I found my heart untied. On the path to peace I wander, with hope inside of me. In the light of love and mercy, I finally found me free.